The fourth Mouttet Mile is now history, and for the first time in the history of the event, a trainer has won it twice. Philip Feanny, who won the first Mouttet Mile back in 2022 with excessive force, wins again, this time with Rideallday and the overseas-based Venezuela-born jockey Javier Castellano aboard. Philip, congratulations first of all on winning a second Mouttet Mile title. You didn't talk to us earlier in the week, but I always got the feeling that you were confident that your horses were in good stead.
Well, both horses were in good shape, and I was just looking forward to the race.
How much did Rideallday's closing second place effort behind Legacy Isle in the Gold Cup, which is named after you, by the way, tell you about his chances in the Mouttet Mile?
Well, if you looked at the handicaps of the Gold Cup, Legacy Isle got away at the handicap. And he was ridden in a way that kept my horse off balance. So it showed me in that race that I would be beating Legacy Isle over 7 furlongs.
In other words, you were confident that you could win today?
As far as he was concerned, my main thought was Nautical Star.
Yeah. How did you feel about Nautical Star? Because on the exercise track, that horse looked, to some people, unbeatable.
Well, he obviously was a very good horse in his day, and he worked like he was still a very good horse. I don't know why he performed the way he did. We'll find out in the week.
8 wins now from 10 starts, Rideallday. This is a fabulous horse. Won impressively in a stakes record time, 136.91, I think was the finishing time. How good is this horse, and how far do you expect Rideallday to go?
He's a very good horse. He does not have the best conformation, and he has a very wide swinging action. And it has been a challenge to keep him sound, but he's sound, and we look forward to next year.
Yeah, all right. Philip, when you look at how the race was constructed, most people felt that this was the most competitive Mouttet Mile race in the history of the event and in the history of any US $100,000 plus event, which includes the Diamond Mile. How satisfied are you with the event and the growth of this Mouttet Mile?
Very satisfied. I think the race was a good race. Unfortunately, I think Legacy Isle was allowed to go a little too slow in front. The speed that was expected to go with him never materialized, and it changed the character of the race.
And one more thing before you go, Ian Spence had ridden this horse unbeaten, never lost aboard the horse. Javier Castellano got the ride. Any comment on the work Ian Spence has done with this horse?
No, he has done a fabulous job. He rode him 5 times, he rode him 5 times. He'll ride him in the future, and he understands the situation.
Thank you very much, Philip, and congratulations.
You're welcome.
Philip Feanny, Hall of Fame trainer, 14-time champion trainer. He actually entered the Guinness Book of World Records as the trainer with most classic wins of 45, Philip Feanny. And he just had a good word there for Ian Spence, the 60-year-old who had ridden this horse so many times before, but it was Javier Castellano that was aboard today. The 48-year-old Venezuela-born, great talking to you. Talk us through this race, and how was it for you?
We're really excited. I like the way everything he developed himself. Seemed to me a lot of hot pace in the beginning of the race. That's what I expected to be. My horse is come from behind horse. I like the way he did it today. Off the pace, feeling really strong. Very excited because it's a lot of emotion, you know. I used to ride a Vicoma. That's his dad for the horse. In the past, I rode Vicoma in the Kentucky Derby. And I won the Grade 1 mile back to New York. And I love the horse, the way he finished. I watched it replay, the way he did it. Finished good, good setup, good finish. Everything worked out for good reason.
Okay. And what were you told coming to Jamaica to ride this horse? What were you told about the horse?
I don't want to be disappointed. They invited me twice. I denied because I have a commitment to ride the horses in New York. Now it worked out beautiful, perfect, the right time, the right place. I hook up with the horse, and horrible, beautiful to win the bigger race here in Jamaica.
Yeah, and finally, you didn't have a particularly good day today because you had some other rides on the day that didn't turn out winning for you. But what would you take back to the USA about your experience here at Caymanas Park?
Like any sport, it's mental. It's really mental. You have to be positive, and you have to go race by race. You can disappoint them. Don't get me wrong, I was a little frustration. I'm very competitive. You know, the last couple of races in the car, I get big a few times, and it seemed to me that the race didn't go in the right way for myself, but never give up. I work hard, positive, and try to enter out to the bigger race here in Jamaica.
Yeah. Good to have you back in the Caribbean. I remember you were in Trinidad and Tobago in 2013, winning the Trinidad and Tobago Derby aboard Big Man in Town for trainer Gary Sabrati, who is based here in Jamaica. I hope you may have had a word with him as well while you were here.
Yeah, absolutely. Gary is my friend, a very good friend of mine for the past. We have a lot of success together, and thank you to be here.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Javier Castellano, the 48-year-old Venezuela-born US-based rider with a big win here in the Mouttet Mile. The outstanding horse Rideallday coming up with a good victory in a stakes record time of 1:36.91 seconds. So for the second time in Mouttet Mile history, the maestro Philip Feanny is the winner.